May the force be with you.
Yeah. Not typically, but...
How is everybody doing?
Doing all right. How are you?
Doing good.
I did something very, very unlike me tonight.
Oh no.
Something that I haven't done in probably close to a decade.
Washed your own dishes?
No, well, kind of, sort of, maybe a little. Will be doing my own dishes because, yeah, for the first time in like probably a decade, I made myself dinner.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. We'll see how it goes. I just finished a few minutes ago, so if by the end of the game session I'm not responding, it's because clearly food poisoned myself and I have keeled over.
And what prompted this sudden gastronomic urge?
The desire to start eating a little healthier.
Huh. Well, good for you. I hope it was tasty.
So I made basil pesto salmon with cherry tomatoes and roasted Brussels sprouts.
Yum. That actually sounds lovely.
So you haven't cooked in forever, and you go and try to cook seafood that, you could potentially, mess up
Life-threatening.
and poison yourself or, something. Great. Good idea. Jump right into it.
I grew up in New England. It's like riding a bike, man.
Okay.
The important thing with the seafood is to make sure it's not overcooked.
True that. It was a little overcooked, but that did not diminish the taste at all. So salmon should be right around 145 degrees. I had it at 150 degrees. So.
But the important thing is you had a nice meal. And so all of a sudden I have the inability to breathe right now. Oh no, COVID shot side effect.
Wait, did you just get your second one or something?
Actually, we just got our first ones today.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the first one won't cause any side effects, really. It's the second one that's going to jack you up.
Except for making Uma say, ow!
Yeah, well, it friggin' hurt.
Well, that's
wow.
Bad nurse then. If the shot itself hurt.
He got it up near the shoulder, right near the bone up at the shoulder.
I totally didn't pay him $20 extra to make it hurt.
Yeah.
Doesn't help that I have a needle phobia.
See, the force was with me because I ate a healthy dinner that I made myself.
Hey, that's totally a light side thing right there.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Uma's like, where's the profit? And there's the dark side.
Profit's never bad. It's not dark. Okay. It has dark. Okay, it has a lot of dark.
Profit's not bad, all of corporate America. So it looks like we're waiting on Janogs.
Start again.
Oh no!
Because it's not syncing with the. There it goes.
OMG!
Yeah, all I have to say, profit is don't knock it until you try it.
There we go.
First step, profit. Second step, take over the world.
We just need the GM to grace us with the force is all.
Yep, I sent you that little Yoda meme. It provided you the light side of the force.
Apparently.
Now you just need to move to a swamp planet and live off of frog legs and snails.
Yeah, well, maybe not so much that.
Until some punk kid brings protein bars to your planet.
Granola bars. I've had snails. Don't mind those. Never had frog's legs though.
And frog's legs, those are yummy.
We'll have to fix that.
I hear they taste like chicken.
Get you some swamp chicken.
I've had alligator.
I've done that too. Can't go to Florida and not have gator.
Exactly.
Got to get those gator bites.
No, it was a sandwich.
I was out there on a business trip when I worked at the U years ago, and the last night that we were there, the company took us out to this really fancy restaurant for dinner, and they basically insisted that all of us, except one of the girls, was allergic to gator. Sure you are. All seafood, so didn't want to risk it with gator. But they were like, you have to try gator while you're here. And I was like, oh, absolutely.
You're merely supporting the local delicacies.
And there's a billion of them, so hey, might as well eat them before they eat you.
So let's see, where did we leave off last time?
We're waiting for
yeah. They had just realized that the Gungan had escaped, but we were heading back to our ship, keeping an eye out for being followed, and we lay a trap for 2 people following us.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. That was a good recap. It's almost like we rehearsed that.
No, it's reading my notes.
What notes? What the
And
hell?
here I was giving you props for a great recap. My God. So, of course, everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
As I'll ever be.
So, how is your ambush being set up?
If I remember correctly, Alina and Zarek were sort of off to the side, hanging back, while Janong and I were still going forward, and we were gonna circle around back after because they're the fighty ones, that we were heading off so that they would follow us. And then Alina and Zarek were gonna basically step up behind them and say, "What can we help you with?"
Pretty much sure that's exactly the words, too.
Who said I'm a fighty guy? I'm just a loving, caring gank. Changing my ways.
He's got nurturing
and I thank
gank
you very
feelings.
much.
So, of course, you guys have got the ambush set. The decoy is doing the decoy job. The ambusher's ready to do the ambushing job. And so everybody's hiding out quite nicely. I do recall, let me double scroll up real quick. Yeah, there was a really good stealth roll and everything, because we had the really nice 4 advantages on that stealth roll, which totally made sure that you guys would have the drop on the 2 folks that come creeping up about a good 20 minutes behind you guys. So what are our ambushers doing? Are you just being chill and waiting for them to get really close?
Yep.
Mm-mm. We were actually hiding, waiting for them to walk past us so we can block their path back.
Okay. So as you guys are basically in your nice little ambush spot watching them, you kind of notice 2 guys come walking up, and you kind of recognize them from the black market camp, but you didn't really interact with any of these guys. These aren't the boss man's number 1 and number 2 goon. They're just faces that you recognize from the camp. Obviously,
from the camp, say it's not so.
Both have pistols on sidearms on their hips. One is carrying some kind of hunting rifle. probably good long range, not like, multi-fire kind of weapon. And they definitely kind of point in the general direction of where your teammates are and start jogging that direction. Unless you guys want to attempt to stop them.
Well, I think we were keeping radio communication with Uma and Janong, and the idea was as soon as they passed us, we'd jump up behind them.
And then we'd come right back.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys do that?
And that is exactly what we do.
Okay, so you're just gonna like jump out all combat style, or just like, hey?
No.
Just step out with the blaster rifle raised.
Step out casually and be like, looking for somebody?
What can we help you with?
We don't take kindly being followed.
I don't like being followed either.
I
have the descendants in 12 systems.
Oh,
Sorry,
man.
I couldn't resist.
That's good. Good.
It's totally Star Wars and totally appropriate.
He doesn't like you. I don't like you either.
So, of course, pretty much as you guys see, this nice little trail is the trail you guys took because it's convenient and it's there. And ba-bam, are the two gentlemen that are obviously following your friends. You picked a good ambush spot with these rocks there. And they just kind of like, so how are you guys jumping out? Are you like throwing out commands? Are you just being super intimidating? What are you guys doing?
Turning over a new leaf. I'm trying to be, the gentler gank. So, like I said, step out and it's like, hey, can we help you? You looking for somebody? But obviously, like, posed in weapons in a ready manner.
And immediately these guys, you see them kind of like give each other the look, and then hands immediately like slap to the pistols, but they don't draw them. Mainly because they realize you've got the jump on them.
Yeah.
As soon as their hands go to their pistols, why don't you pull those out nice and slow and come off the side?
Go ahead and give me a coercion on that, because I don't see these guys just tossing their pieces just because. There could be a Gungan behind the bushes, you never know.
And, you'll get advantages because I'll be looming.
And what does the loom give you, a blue?
Wait a minute. You're doing a wedge coercion?
Coercion.
Oh, yeah. No, it only helps with charm, deception, and negotiation. Never mind.
All right, you ready, Jim?
Yep, and you do have an upgrade in there.
Oh, this is going to suck.
It's going to be awesome.
Oh, my God.
Because everything is awesome.
Ignore
everything is cool when you're
I was going to ask if you didn't want to exchange who was going to do the coercion, but never mind. So I have 3 yellows in coercion.
So Alina's being that whole still calmness in a tense situation. And as soon as you say that, they look at each other and they look at Alina and they're like, she's got the drop on us. She's got a gank. And they kind of like the guy with
and then we come up.
The guy with the carbine kind of like puts his carbine slowly on the ground, using the sling as the hands free of away from the trigger, and the other guy kind of nicely pulls his out of his holster without getting his hand anywhere near the trigger, and kind of like tosses it not horribly far away, but just a few feet away from him. And they both kind of give you the mild hands up, where it's just like elbows up,
Yeah.
That little we surrender, as your cohorts are coming back from the direction they were going as decoys.
So what can we help you with, gentlemen?
And then they're kind of like looking back and forth. We're just heading back to our camp.
Oh,
Your
now we
camp's-
know that's not true now, don't we? We are people of action. Lies do not become us.
Well, aren't we just witty tonight?
And they
I
just
call them on their bullshit.
they're just
No,
like
yeah.
no. We just spent the day at the smuggler camp back there, and now we're heading back to our prospect down the way. We harvest sea pearls, and the guy like reaches into his bag and kind of like his little hip pouch and kind of pulls out a couple little sea pearls or these pretty purple and pink pearl looking stones.
They don't have an inside. Hold on, let me switch over to skills. Like in D&D, there's an insight roll.
Mm-hmm.
What's the equivalent?
Totally would be
Deception?
them rolling their dice against your discipline.
Discipline? Fuck. I only got 2 yellows in discipline.
No, I got
So-
a yellow and 2 greens.
I was gonna actually say, who's got the best anti-bullshit discipline skill? Like how I put that?
I would think it would go up against my deception because I can tell a liar.
Nope, deception would be too
Darn.
powerful if they did that.
Yeah.
Because then you could use it to sniff
Alina,
out
what's
lies.
your discipline? You're a Jedi. I would think you'd have good discipline.
No, discipline's will based. All my stuff's ability.
How about you, Janong?
1 yellow, 1 green.
Okay, so they're rolling it against me.
Oh, that's him.
So what is your discipline there, Uma?
2 yellow.
Hey, 2 yellow's not bad at all.
Well,
And the other guy looks at him and he's like, yeah. We are totally just going back to our pearl mine. So I'm going to give a blue dice to my buddy here. That's totally what I'm doing. And you know what?
Oh, seriously?
These guys look scruffy enough and unkept enough that you other than your general natural suspicion that you have for life, you think these guys probably are exactly what they're saying they are. I mean, they were following you nonetheless, but you're not getting anything out of them other than that we're just heading back to our claim. I mean, you haven't seen any Gungans, have you?
Yeah, this direction.
Maybe we should all travel together as a group for safety. I heard some murdering Gungan escaped the camp as we were leaving.
Oh, you might be better off staying with the camp then.
And have that murderous Gungan sneak back in the camp at night? No, thank you.
I would like to influence them to go back to the camp.
Ooh.
Mm.
For your safety. For your safety, you really should consider going back to the camp.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a coercion.
So wouldn't that be my influence basic power?
Oh, you're going Jedi on them.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
mind trick.
So what does that entitle?
So I got to roll my light or dark side to use either light or dark side. And let's see here. Fear and hatred for dark side. Light side is guiding and shaping their thoughts. Light side may be used to generate positive emotions such as peace, tranquility, and friendliness. Confusion can be generated with light or dark. And I could also spend 1 light or dark to stress the mind of 1 living target Clicking one strain.
It is nice to stress out your enemies sometimes.
True
Yeah,
that. So anything you need to load in there, or am I just clicking this crazy button?
You're just clicking your force dice.
It would help if I actually added a force die, wouldn't it?
Probably.
It would help.
I'm like, is it supposed to look like that?
Apparently, Alina is utilizing the Gray Jedi.
Okay, so why didn't that? Oh, you know why? Because I didn't click add a box first. There we go.
Okay, so you generate 2 light side points.
Yeah, so I really think you should heed Uma's advice and head back to the camp here. And what the hell, I will give him a little bit of strain and stress him out a little bit.
Okay, and they kind of look at each other and look at you, and just like the facial expression you're making, they kind of mirror it. That yeah, we probably should. It's safer at camp. Plus, there's plenty of booze. Yeah, let's. And they look at each other and they look at you and they're like, we're gonna head back to the camp, but we can't leave these lying around. And they're like gonna reach and pick their guns up.
I don't think you need those.
Are you willing to use influence
No,
again?
let them have them because they're following your command. They're going to need them. They're not going to attack us.
Yeah, they're totally picking up their shit to go. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
that's what you're picking up from their body language is they're just, they don't want to leave those lying around because, any kids or Gungans can come walking by.
All right.
All right, we'll let them take their guns back.
Okay, and they kind of like pick up their guns and they kind of like start walking, up to you guys to walk between you guys as they're just like, be safe. Don't let any Gungans murder you in your sleep.
Thank you. Got it.
And they just seem to be kind of walking off in a brain cloud.
Well, we should probably double time it so that we can put more distance because when they get back to camp, what's probably going to be pretty
Whammy
upset.
wears off.
It'll probably send more people after us. So
Yeah, I mean, because we know that Chorus. We were told to keep him alive. We don't know whether it's just because of his own foolishness or whether there's somebody actually out to get him.
Probably yes.
So,
Both.
a little from column A, a little from column B. So
we brought him with us. We didn't let him stay at the camp.
I know. So it's probably a good idea for us to get some distance between him and these, Joe Schmoes.
Yep.
In case they're not necessarily looking for us, but for him.
Yep.
All right. Yep.
Okay. So you guys all double time it. Everybody go ahead and give me a athletics check in just a second. Notice how I said that. Just a second. For the general, you guys hustling across open terrain, Go ahead. You are ready to give me an athletics check.
I'm ready, but you have to take off 2 black if there are any.
Nope. It's just 2 purple.
You're all welcome.
Just ask Janong. 2 purple is more than enough.
Yeah. Janong and I aren't the greatest.
Oof.
Shoot, that second white shouldn't have been in there.
Hey, it's because you have an extra white selected in your dice pool.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think it would add it in. I thought it would just...
So you guys are double timing it as fast as you can, and you're just having a rough go on this cross-country trek. As I gotta do your boss.
Mid here. I'm sorry. I'm used to dry, arid heats.
As your boss is like jogging in place, going, "Come on, guys, it's okay if you want to go this way." As he's the only one that actually did it successfully. So everybody's pretty much, thankfully nobody got any strain except poor Uma with that one strain. But you guys basically are having a really hard go because your plan was to double time it to get the heck out of here, to put a lot of distance, and for some reason, whether it's the path you picked, the terrain, the moisture that's made everything sticky, the mud, everything is setting you guys back to a slow pace.
Of course.
But, it's just the general of the rains must have come through and soaked everything. And you guys are kind of like slogging through the muck.
Yeah. Slick ground, thick air. Bastards.
The worst part is that your boss is ahead of all of you, so he kind of makes you look bad.
We're
But,
trying to make him feel good.
he's excited. He's like, hey, that
Yep, see, it worked.
totally could have been an ambush, but you protected us from those prospectors.
Yeah.
Watch it,
prospectors.
chorus.
As he's just like, so when we get back to the cave, I just want to know if you guys think I should bring the supplies back to the smuggler town, or if I should bring customers out to the cave. Which do you all think is safer? And then there's a slight moment of terror that why is the black marketeer asking you guys this?
Probably the cave.
Except for the fact, do you want to keep this place secret for future storage? Or do you mind them knowing, where you
Well, do
keep
we
the
plan
shit?
on storing stuff there?
I'm
Like, we're not
assuming
gonna
he would
store
want to do.
stuff there.
Yeah, but does he want to use the location as a future storage
That's
site
our
for?
That's his business.
Because
Our job
he's
is to keep him alive.
Yeah, I'm
and
pretty sure
deliver
we're
these
done
goods.
after this adventure with this guy. So, like, I don't care if he shoots himself in the foot or not.
because he's of the mind now that he's got the second ship as a base of operations. You guys can do your thing, and he's nice and safe.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, you.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, just do it there. That way, when he gets murdered, we can go find the people that murdered him, and murder them. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but then we don't get all that money.
No, I'm saying in the future, not right now.
Well, we only have to protect him for what? Another day or two?
Yeah,
I think
I think protecting
actually
in the
another
cave will be
day
easy.
is what we were contracted for.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, then anybody could hire us. Go against him. No.
I don't recommend that per se.
The cave is definitely more defensible. We don't have to move any goods across open space or through these woods or anything else. On the other side, the threat to the base, being the Gungans, are on our good side. So, or we're on their good side.
Yeah, we could always set up.
And there's the matter that, these guys are working with the Sith and Imperials.
Yeah.
So, you just don't cut them down this time. Next time, we kill them all.
So I say we set up just outside of the cave, like not, bring them in, but set up the goods at a spot slightly away near the cave.
Sean, could
Seems
you
like a lot of work.
rig
Yeah, we
the
got droids.
to blow up maybe a half hour after our business is concluded?
Okay, so he's taking all of your input in while you guys are walking and trudging through the topography, and he's like, I like the idea of setting up a camp away from the cave, but what do you guys suggest?
Somewhere defensible, somewhere that we can't have them come in from multiple sides, somewhere like a cave.
Well, he's paying us. Wherever he wants to set up, we have to oblige. I mean, let's be realistic about that. He's paying us, so...
But he's also asking us, so we can definitely steer his...
That's what I'm saying. From the cave is my suggestion. Other than that, because there's 2 entry points, we have more than enough firepower to negotiate with a very large amount of veracity.
He's liking that idea.
So I mean, I say we do it because like I said, once we're done with this transaction, we're done with this guy. So if he wants to use this spot multiple times, hey, that's on his risk. It's not our dime. We just gotta make sure he doesn't die today, tomorrow, or the next day. That's it.
Maybe today or tomorrow. You've already kept him alive one day.
More than one day.
Well, yeah, but technically, we were contracted for
We were.
3 days once we reached the cave. So
So of course he's really excited with this idea of, okay, so you guys think we should set up shop just like inside the cave, or outside the cave would have more impact?
outside the cave would be a little bit harder to defend, but they wouldn't be able to see everything that we have to offer, including the second ship with all of the extra goods.
That's a good point.
Okay, so he basically is giving you like, a day's worth of busy work to like clean up the outside of the cave here, as I double check to make sure you're looking at the same picture I am.
Yep.
As he's just like, hey, I need you to clear this area out, and he's giving you just general busy work.
I hate busybody work.
As he basically is
Yeah.
looking at Janong and like, so is there any chance you'd be willing to sell that battle bot of yours?
Ha!
No.
I just think you'd be a great addition to this base.
Yeah, but all my children are special to me.
As your broken probe droid in your pocket chirps quietly.
Oh, I fixed him. He's better now. I remember rolling to fix him, and I did a stellar job. Yeah, no,
see,
I don't plan on selling anything.
Yeah, see, Tiny waits inside the cave. That way, shit hits the fan. Tiny comes out and says hello.
Right?
Very loudly.
Okay, so he's like, this would be great. I'm going to send a message to the camp if anyone wants to buy more items to come on out and see our little area here. So, how many more days are you guys going to be hanging out here in general? He's like curious about that.
No more than
what our contracts
Only
for?
what we're contracted for.
And he kind of gives you that sad face. So, I've got you guys hanging out with me only for 2 more days, huh?
You've only got 2 more days. Your brother wanted us bringing you back.
And he kind of gives you a look
now.
when you let that drop out, by the way. What do you mean about my brother?
Are we supposed to bring him back? All I have is note just to keep him alive.
Yeah, I just remember the keep him alive part.
So
He's got his own ship now.
That means get him back safely. That doesn't mean leave him on the planet after 2 days and he gets shot when we're gone and suddenly we don't get
Well, no, he's got his own ship. He's got plenty of power to keep himself fine.
That or we just drop him off back in town where we picked him up.
That would be fun.
Yeah, because all I have a notice for keeping the dealer safe for 3 days.
Yeah. I mean, we're in high demand. We got business. We're business people.
We're legit.
Too legit to quit.
So, by the way, while we're hanging and doing, Janong, if you would keep an eye on the airwaves and communications, that would be probably stellar.
Wise, yes.
Sure.
So, are you gonna do what computers to see what's going on in communications, part of town?
Sure. You let me know when you're ready.
I will let you know that in just a second. Let's pull that up.
Make sure there's no funky chatter going on.
Yeah, particularly if there's Sith around.
And in regards to communications, do you have anything that takes black dice away?
Hold on.
As I ask the important questions.
Right. So I can remove 3 black from breaking code or decrypting communications.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
If there's any security, that's another 3. If they're brought to the communication, so like total of 6. I can get rid of like 6 black dice.
Is that all?
Jesus Christ, man.
I
What
mean,
do we
Lordy.
bring you along for?
talk about phoning it in. So I have your
How do you live
difficulty
with
set
yourself,
there.
dude?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
So not only are you picking up Radio Tokyo, what are you going to use those 4 advantages for?
Oh, let's see. What do I want for 4 advantages? Hmm. I don't know. What will you give me for those 4 advantages?
So for,
I mean, I really, unless there's like something specific about our mission, like I don't have any plans on planting false information or anything. So
Yeah, looking more for
What
critical
about
information
trying
that
to
may relate to us, or
hone it in on specifically if you find any chatter on who's trying to kill him or who's coming after him, at least?
I mean, yeah, if that's what it is. I just thought we were trying to keep him alive. I didn't think somebody was coming after him. I just thought we were protecting him from his own stupidity.
yeah. But I mean, yeah, I would think chatter, looking for like chatter that's discussing us, our dealings, or any of that kind of stuff.
Or Sith activity, considering now we know there is some Sith shenanigans about.
Okay,
See,
whatever you want to do.
Because
Okay.
if we find anything, then I'm going to be compelled to get involved.
So,
But
well,
wouldn't you rather like to know if something, maybe there's nothing. Maybe they just happen to
doesn't mean I
steal
have to
some
tell you.
pristine rations.
Let's also remember this. I don't have to tell you.
That's true, you don't. Well, I would totally want to know, yes, but me as a player, I don't. Because the answer is going to be yes, and like I said, then Alina is going to be compelled to get involved.
Right.
I mean,
So what do you want to do, James?
Janong could still have some paranoid feelings about Sith after his near-death experience. So,
It's still tingly.
with all of your successes and those advantages, because they all kind of pile up with the big damn 8 successes, right? Yeah, that's 8 successes. So you
That's
pick up
almost a triumph.
a lot of conversations going on across the planet. There's provincial government communications coming by, because remember those probes that are always whizzing by, and they're giving updates on weather and transportation going in and out. So you're picking up lots and lots of chatter. And of course, you're sifting through and you're using your algorithms to make sure you're getting the most important information filtered down. So you know for a fact that your employer here has received a message from his brother, coded little message sent to his brother saying, "Hey, bro, in a day and a half, your backup team will be there with a few more supplies to sell and the cash to pay out our employees. Just making sure that you're treating them right." Buddy Jesus fingers.
Damn, Skippy.
And making sure they're doing good by keeping you nice and safe. And more importantly, you're not doing anything stupid.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck answers back. Dear brother, yes, I'm being incredibly stupid, getting drunk and high on a nightly basis and daily basis. However, the employees you hired seem to be more competent than the last, and I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
They even found the ship.
Right.
Well, he hasn't had a chance to respond yet. It's just that that message is waiting for him on the ship. He's more
So
excited about.
nonchalantly, I will encourage him in a non, like, I don't know, just be like, hey man, you might want to go check your messages.
Go, hey, this is a good time to check messages. Anybody
something like
need
that,
to use the
like,
terminal?
Nonchalant, like, might want to go check.
And you are picking up, some complaints from the locals complaining to the basically the civic leaders that the Gungans are acting up again in different places. Usually you're picking up these are like non-coordinated Gungan attacks. It's pretty much just targets of opportunity. And there is some complaints about weapons ending up in Gungan's hands, which is definitely a bad thing, but nothing like particularly
no.
bad. Probably shot some settlers and took their weapons, that kind of crap.
Of course.
And more importantly, those 3 triumphs. You get a secret coded message that as soon as you hear it, you get the dun 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 dun, and you're immediately like, that's Sith code. As your eyes do the shifty reptilian back and forth. And you kind of dial in the frequency and kind of break the encryption because
Nice.
you do that in your sleep.
Pretty close.
And you get a communication from a Sith admiral to basically a leader of a local sleeper cell. You get the idea that it's not Sith warrior but Sith like imperial military, that they've sent some special agents who are sent here to disrupt the Republic control of this planet.
Uh-oh.
After all, the Sith Empire would love to extradite this planet since it seems to be rich in natural resources.
You mean exploit?
Yeah.
What is this exploit you speak of?
Can I secretly send them a message
You can
telling
try.
them where they are possibly located?
Now, send who a message about who?
The Empire, about the Sith. Sith are bad guys.
Well, now do you mean the Republic or the
Or the
Sith
Republic.
Empire?
Yeah, I would like to send a message to the Republic
Okay.
of rough locations, almost pinpoint, to where that message is going.
Okay,
I
but
do
you're
that?
wanting to do it in some covert way that you're not involved?
Height.
10 minutes later,
Kind
Alina
of shows up
checks
there in
her
her email.
messages. She gets a new communique from the Jedi Council.
You got
your last whereabouts as Naboo. We've received recent intel saying there is a Sith sleeper cell on the planet. Investigate.
Now, Alina, that's an interesting thing, though. Are you checking in with the Jedi Council now?
And not regularly, but
Okay.
I'm sure they'll reach out to me if they have something for me.
Okay, so
Yeah,
but
but
the
do they know
Jedi,
your whereabouts?
that's what I'm going for. Do you check in and let them know whereabout you are?
No, probably not.
Okay, so you're still maintaining the off the radar.
Right.
Okay,
Don't you
so
have a hacker like name there, Janong, that you use? Like code, hacker like little
Code
encoding
monkey?
that you use when you're
Not
doing.
his hacker name. We don't know his real name.
His hacker name is Code Gator.
Yeah, right. Just send it under your, build up your, your secret hacker identity. your rep with that, you know.
Right?
So go ahead and give me a computer's roll as you're covertly trying to send this out to the right channels, but
boy,
trying
hold
to
on.
make sure that
Okay.
nobody picks up on you.
Okay. So just to let you know, if if somebody tries to hack me, I will have technically 7 yellow because of one of my abilities. When they defensive slicing,
Mm-hmm.
it upgrades your opponent's difficulty per rank in difficulty slicing, and I now have that at 3. So,
Oy.
Didn't
just
want to be
saying.
hacked.
Just saying. All right, here we go. Humming, ha.
Oh shit!
Whoa!
He bounces it off of.
Damn!
He bounces it all the way off of Coruscant to Naboo, back to Solstice.
So there's like 5 rebel cells that are now interested, as well as a Jedi group, and everybody who has anybody living on Naboo wants to get these Sith now off there. But 2 triumphs,
Oh, shit.
4 advantages, and just 2 successes. Just. It's like you barely even tried. So what would you like to do? Because you successfully anonymously dropped. You know, you literally put on your little anonymous mask and did your little news from Naboo. Sith cell operating from covert locations. Here's their transponder codes if anyone else wants to listen in.
Whew.
Well done, sir.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do with all that. That's like God level. Like they're automatically like they just all have a heart attack at once.
And it's really just nanobots.
Right?
Republic spy nanobots.
Whew.
Shape-shifting lizard men. Oh wait, that actually exists in Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy. Yeah, I have no idea what to do with all that.
Okay, so we can definitely throw out 3 advantage or a triumph, depending on how you want to work it, that you will get instantaneous results for what you're trying to do. So what is the heart and soul of what you're trying to do, besides get Republic forces out here to take care of business that they've been letting slack?
That was really just it. I was like just gonna send him a little boopity boop boop, and I didn't expect it to go so well.
So could he basically create duty with the Republic and
Unfortunately, he wants to be
rep?
anonymous.
No? Right, but is under his hacking name.
Well, is he using his hacking name? I thought he was going anonymous.
Well, I mean, a hacker name is pretty anonymous. It's still technically hidden and anonymous, but I don't know. Just a thought.
What does Janong think?
I mean, I did say anonymous, so I mean,
So do you want instantaneous results?
yeah, sure.
Okay, so are you going to burn out one of those triumphs or 3 of those advantage?
I'll burn a triumph. I got plenty to spare.
Don't get cocky, kid. Okay, so for your second triumph, what would you like to spend that on?
Let's see.
Ooh, bring down the Sith communications so they can't talk to the splinter cell can't talk to the whoever's been instructing them. So they're cut off when the
I could see that from my last roll. I can't really see sabotaging anybody with this roll because this roll was just sending
that's
a chunk of information
a good point.
from me, like jumping around all these other outposts to show up at Coruscant or wherever to the Republic, letting them know that this is where they live.
Maybe in one of the numerous communiques that you overheard or something, you got some type of promising lead or something. Like for, I don't know.
I can definitely give you that you'll be giving away their channels and their frequencies. So the person who's going to jump to it will actually know exactly what IP addresses to be looking for.
Names and pictures, man. Names and pictures.
Right?
These are the people involved in the cell. This is what they look like.
How about future advantage on, like blue on future communications
I can
through
do that
the
as one of
Republic?
my. Hold on.
You have a thing.
Yeah, hold on. I have a thing.
You have a thing.
So let me see what this thing does for me. I can burn a triumph with it. Okay, so when making a computer check, may spend a triumph to make further computer checks within the system as maneuvers.
Which means you can do even more stuff.
Right.
So you're gonna go for that one since you're in the network. You have hacked into the global communication network.
Yeah, unless you will let me pocket it for mental fortress, which is like I can negate a critical injury on a cunning or intelligence check.
What are you anticipating, man?
Nothing. Nothing.
Do you have any criticals? I thought you were critical free at the moment.
No, I'm critical free, but I'm saying if you would let me pocket it.
Oh no, you'd have to actually have a critical to use it.
Yeah, I know, but yeah. So I mean, just the skilled slicer is the only thing that just makes computer checks a maneuver.
Okay, so in regards
in the system, so that's like a huge area.
You're in the communications, the worldwide communications network. So now hacking that is just a maneuver.
Who are we kidding? He owns that network now.
Okay. And then for the 3 advantages.
Still not done spending.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because you technically have 1 advantage after that.
Blues for everybody.
I mean,
you're playing really badass music jams on your data pad, helping everyone's work get better.
Yeah, this goes without a hitch. Let's do that.
All the while you're mixing music jams to make your teammates have a better time of doing things. Okay. So your boss has, of course, gone down the tunnel and he's doing his thing because he was told to go check his voicemails. Well, Janong has been on his data pad getting into the World Wide Web communications network, realizing all kinds of shit's going on shenanigans-wise, and easily putting in a nice packet and sending it off to the Republic's Covert Intelligence Department as the sweetest package ever. That's getting immediate response. Right now in orbit, there's some international security agents being dropped on the planet as we speak with strike teams. So I do want to ask a quick question. At the smugglers camp, you did get the ping of an Imperial spy at that camp. Did you snitch that one out as well?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So as you guys are doing your work, you kind of like see that little streak of a landing pod coming down from space, landing miles away, but totally looks legit as you see this little falling star come down.
Hmm.
And
Nice.
your boss comes out and he's like, "Hey guys, great news! We're gonna have some more backup here coming in, in about a good 20 hours, so you guys can relax and chill. And if anybody wants to do some spice down in the cave, I've got some samples opened
No.
up."
We'll pass. Thanks.
Uma puts her like there will be no spice going on.
She puts her liqueur down.
She
No.
puts that liqueur down. No.
And I'm like staring daggers into Corsa's eyes, meaning this means you too. This is not a time to get comfortable. This is a time to keep eyes on the prize. Steady, alert.
And he's like, "This would be great. I got a communication from the camp that some trouble happened, and we might be getting some guests out here to see some of our weapons. So don't be surprised if you see some swoop bikes come shortly." And he kind of like looks at the cave entrance here, and he's like, "I really wish we could build a door. A door would be great." And he kind of like looks at you guys like as if anybody's got an idea for a door. Are you sure you're not willing to sell that battle robot? He would make a great door.
No.
I mean, for our business here, we can have him guarding the entrance.
Yeah, well, that's what my thought was, is we have him just inside so he's out of sight until, we don't want to scare anybody off, of course.
Okay, so you guys make some plans to move Ed 209 over here.
Mm-hmm.
But from a convenient, scary ambush point. And, you guys are there as you're hearing from the distance the boom of speeder bikes.
Here's that food poisoning I was talking about.
Uh-oh. Don't be dying. Don't be dying.
Just don't inhale your own saliva.
Breathing is hard.
Right? I can roll a crit fail on my breathing roll.
Like,
I burned a
going, "How do I
dark side
breathe
point.
again?"
Watch him die. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So while Alina's off doing something, probably eating some bad Gungan food.
Right.
What are the rest of you guys doing when you hear the telltale zoom of speeder bikes coming up? It's probably like a good half mile out.
Okay. Yeah, I take a spot up on the rock there, just kind of sitting there, rifle in my lap.
Okay, so you can give me a perception check.
All right. Let's see. Let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Okay. This is my special skill. Actually, I have improved it.
And improved it you have. As
Yes.
you take 2 strain from the effort of climbing up there really quick. But you clearly look out and you see there seems to be 3 swoop bikes coming up. They're flying in, typical V formation. Looks like one of the guys that's in the lead seems to be wearing some heavier armor than the other 2. They got mostly like padded armor, but his looks to be actual combat armor. No insignias or anything. It's all pretty much hodgepodge, gear. Nothing seems like uniform weapons or uniform armor.
Okay.
Which way are they coming from?
They're coming from the direction of the smuggler camp.
Okay,
So it does seem legit from what you guys were told when your boss said, "Hey, expect company to be coming shortly." And you're totally realizing, wow, if we had speeder bikes, we would have made way better time getting back.
Yeah,
We
well,
couldn't pack them.
Right?
right.
Are you guys doing anything special?
Like I said, I'm
Yeah, I'm
propped
happy
up on
with
the.
stealthy
I'm
stuff.
probably not.
Yeah, I'm just propped on the rocks, weapon sitting in my lap.
I mean, I'm not scared. I'm not doing nothing, but I'm definitely not like, oh my god, the world's gonna end.
Okay, so you're listening to your your data pad for more music that you're finding on the World Wide Web.
Right.
So
You need
after,
a stealth roll out of me in them bushes.
are you hiding in those bushes?
Damn straight.
Even though you're okay.
You know
Alina's
what?
like,
Oh, you're a Jedi. I can understand you hiding.
I'm one with the bush.
Right?
Okay, so go ahead with your stealth roll as you're hiding in the bush. A Jedi in the bush is worth 3 in the something something. Okay, so you're pretty sure that Alina's got like the best hiding spot ever going. She
Right
is
in the middle of the
one
camp.
with the bush.
Cover versus concealment.
She basically says, "I am one with the bush is one with me."
Got twigs sticking out of her ears and everywhere.
So of course, your boss, he comes up with a couple crates. He's carrying them one at a time, and he's like, "Somebody should totally help me carry these crates."
Well, you got company coming.
And he's just like, "Okay, it should be cool. I mean, we did invite them here after all."
It's more of those crazy bird characters.
It's actually a bearded guy.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can help carry crates. It's no big deal.
Okay, so they've you guys have set out a couple crates so that way there's some of your wares set out here of like, come see what we have for sale. And the 3 guys pull up, and you can obviously tell the guy in the lead is the boss because he gives them the gesture, and they like stop a half step behind him and park their bikes and abruptly pop the kickstands as all 3 of them kind of like get off and kind of boss pulls his helmet off and leaves it on his swoop bike, and the other 2 kind of pull their goggles around their neck, and you can just see they've got the dust of the road on them as they're kind of like eyeballing all of you guys over here. So I need to make sure I change to the right tool. And they seem
eyeballing me.
oblivious to the bush. And if you guys don't say anything, they're just gonna walk forward,
Well, this is a predetermined meet, so we're just gonna keep our eyes open, keep an eye on them, keep an eye on Chorus.
And of course, Chorus comes running right out, and he's like, welcome to the greatest market of them all. So, my friends, what is it you seem to be in the market to buy? As he basically is like, gesturing, he's like, my friend, the beautiful Uma over there, is standing next to a crate of blaster rifles that we just got on the planet side. And he kind of like double checks to make sure it's not the crates from the sunken ship, because it could have been. And if spice is more your style, there's a crate right there with some free samples ready for our customers. And he looks back at the swoop bikes, and he's like, your swoop bikes are of excellent quality. I think if needed, we may even have down in our ship some parts for those bikes. So come on up and see what you would like. And he kind of looks at you guys like, yeah, be nice to our customers.
Chilling on the rock.
As I'll mark this guy so you know who the boss is. And these 2 proceed to like come walking up to kind of like split up and check things out. And this guy kind of backs off, like he's in the Overwatch position, especially since there's a gank in the cave with a gun. He's just like, somebody's got to get back to the bikes if this goes sour. And the
That's
boss
why.
kind of throws Uma one of those quick and polite smiles, you know. It's the kind of smile Uma's seen in 100 different spaceports.
She smiles back charmingly, but it doesn't reach her eyes.
Ooh. Or her leku. And he basically, you know, he starts to make some of those mumbly small talk little phrases like, huh, So rubs his finger across one of the lines of spice that was put out there. And he's just like, so which consortium do you all represent? And immediately your boss is like, well, you know, we like to stay kind of neutral, but I can guarantee you that none of these supplies are from the Hut cartels. They are cruelty-free spice.
I'm like, yeah, if there's such a thing as cruelty-free spice.
And he kind of laughs and nods like Uma's making a good joke there. Good joke indeed. And the guy kind of, you know, looks at Uma with her little comment and kind of smiles. And you know, he glances over at the guy looking at the gun crate, and the guy's kind of like picking out one or two choice weapons and kind of like shows them to his boss. He's just kind of like,
None of them are loaded, of course.
did you unload the weapons?
They're not. They don't have ammo.
Yeah, they come with blaster packs.
Yeah, they haven't
We
come
would have
loaded.
removed them.
It's fine. Let them play. They start
Why-
shooting, we just murder.
Why would you sell an unloaded gun unless you're every action movie from the 80s? As he's kind of like gesturing like, hey, I'd like one of these. And the boss is kind of nodding at the firearms, and he basically looks over at Uma and says, so, what else do you have for sale?
Not these look cool, baby.
I'm gonna say. I just
When he
kinda
said
growl
that,
at that comment.
is he giving me a specific look that implies that he was thinking of, or is he just honestly asking what other merchandise is available?
He is honestly asking what other merchandise with a bit of a smirk, but not like he's not asking if you're for sale. No.
Thank you, because otherwise that could have made this a sale more difficult for Chorus. I'll have to tell him. It's like, you'd have to talk with Chorus over there
And of course,
about
like,
the full inventory.
and he immediately whips out his data pad and the pin for it, and he's like, so what kind of merchandise are you looking for? And the guy basically starts giving this slew of information out, like, you know, makes, models, types. And immediately Janong, by the way, is picking up that he's in the market for communications equipment.
Yeah.
Huh. Do we have any? Oh, I could take the communications equipment off of the other ship. Selling that.
And he basically is like, you know, I'm looking for some communications equipment and possibly some more terrestrial craft if you have those available. To which, you know, your boss is like, nope, sorry, this shipment was just the important necessities for a colony, such as droid and vehicle parts, you know, weapons, some medicinal supplies, you know, air quote medicinal, and a few suits of body armor if you're interested in that. And he's just like, you know, let me see your data pad full of inventory so I can thumb through it. And immediately, you know, the two of them kind of take like a half half step away to start silently discussing business unless anybody wants to eavesdrop in.
But I'm just keeping an eye on this guy.
Okay,
No, I want to eavesdrop if possible.
this guy just keeps thumbing his
I was
weapon
gonna
like
say,
he
what
wants
is
to shoot
eavesdrop?
somebody.
What is that?
Just a perception.
Oh, I'll listen in.
Okay, so it sounds like
We're all gonna
Uma is
listen.
helping.
Yeah.
And what's that going to do? Is that going to give you just a blue dice, or is the cooperation got more payout?
Well, I have 1 yellow and 2 greens for perception.
Damn.
2 yellow, 1 green, and a minus black.
Ah. Yeah, I'd probably
Damn.
just give him a blue.
Okay. So go ahead and make your perception as the two of you are giving each other eyeballs and listening in, as keenly as possible. As Alina's hiding from the bush and you're just seeing eyeballs through the bush.
There too, because we have all the points.
Yeah, we got to give the GM some back.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got that in there, and it's probably because that they can't see you. That's why they obviously walked this direction while talking business. Go ahead and make that roll.
Triumph!
So, what would you like to spend your triumph or 3 advantage on? As you're easily listening in on them, and you're hearing that this guy would like to make a special order and order communications equipment because his mining group needs to get in touch with their guild. And unfortunately, the Republic's really stingy on bandwidth for their communications.
Yeah, I'd love to know, more specifically what his affiliation is.
Well,
Are you getting a vibe?
Yeah, I'm now getting a vibe, and I'd love to like read in between the lines on that, and basically determine if he could potentially be part of the splinter cell that we've been.
you're definitely getting the idea that he's military from some background, just from his relaxed posture is very military-esque. And the fact that the way he's asking for things, it's totally like he's asking a quartermaster for a supply manifest. And it's located, it's listing it out in the need, want, and wish list, kind of breakdown. That's very, very regimental.
Yeah, it still doesn't tell me that he's that guy in question.
So, I mean, you can always just trust me, and I can see about giving you something for those 3 advantages or the triumph.
Yeah, I'll trust you. You've done pretty good by me in the past with those.
Okay, so with for the 3 advantages, you kind of you're intently keeping track of this guy. You're looking at every little nuance of him, the throbbing of his vein in his forehead, the way his Adam's apple is bouncing when he's talking. And then you glance down and you realize that his armor is kind of homespun, his weapon is kind of ratty but functional. Then you go down and you notice his boots. It's always the boots. And his boots look like the same pair of boots you've seen on other worlds oppressed by the Empire. They've got the same tread that you've seen before on dozens of worlds. Worlds where the Empire has stepped on the throats of the people. And you immediately take in that these boots and the way that they are fastened, obviously this must be one of those Imperial sleeper agents.
Yep. I'm going to have to do it, guys.
And then you still have a triumph, by the way.
Yeah. What you got for me for the triumph?
So he's part of the Sith.
There's Alina is convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that this guy is cast in the shadow of the Empire. Yes. And from the mannerisms and everything else is obviously someone of importance. I mean, what is Alina's next action going to be? I mean, that triumph could totally be used for an upgrade on that.
Next is going to be to jump out of the bushes and attack the fucker.
Okay, so I would say use your triumph to give you a free upgrade on that.
All right, sure.
You wait for the exact moment when he turns and exposes his weakness to you.
Imperial scum.
So all of a sudden, out of the middle of nowhere. And does Alina have quick draw?
Of course she does.
Ooh, so I've got your free upgrade in there. So as an incidental, you can grab your lightsaber, ignite it, maneuver to step out, and attack to strike him down with the lightsaber.
It's a burning bush.
Exactly what we're doing.
And that's even before you could spend a destiny point.
All right, so step and attack. Die, Imperial scum!
As the bush comes to light.
Rolling in 3, 2, 1.
We're all waiting.
Don't tell me I need to clear the cache in the middle of the game. This usually happens at the start of the game. There we go.
There we go. Okay, so you come flying out of the bush, and what's your war cry?
Die, Imperial scum!
Die, Imperial scum. Okay, as you hit him with the lightsaber, which of course bypasses all of his armor, because that's what lightsabers do, for 12 points of damage.
Yep.
And 2 advantage.
13 points of damage, because I get an extra success.
Oh, that's right. Oh, damn. Okay, so you've just lightsabered this guy to within an inch of his life. He's still barely alive, but you've just put this massive lightsaber hole through his body. That seems to be taking up a lot of bodiness. And you have 2 advantage.
Yeah,
It's a savage.
I know. I am. What can I say? I don't like the Empire.
Hadn't guessed.
So let's go ahead and give him a black on his next move.
Okay, so when he takes an action, he is definitely at a setback from the lightsaber that just went through an important organ in his body.
Oh yeah, it's critted. Does that mean he gets to roll a good old?
That could totally be a crit if you want to do a crit instead.
Oh yeah, because oh that's right. Yeah, it comes from yeah, absolutely. Let's crit him.
Wow. Yeah. Why not?
Okay, so you're just like, I'm gonna crit this guy.
Well, that went south really quick.
And we got a nice distracted shot that he can't perform a free maneuver on his next turn because, well, you just put a lightsaber from a bush through his body.
It's a burning bush.
Right?
Who knew?
As he is definitely, he looks like he's within an inch of his death. And on top of that, he's completely distracted because he's looking down at the lightsaber coming out of his back.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell?
Is this how you say hello where you're from?
And to find out he's just a poor
Yes.
farmer that found like a crate of boots and was like, "Oh my god, I got finally these good pair of shoes."
I found this crashed crate of boots.
But boots don't create a mannerism, so.
Do that.
Okay. So go ahead and give me your initiative. And by the way, everyone is surprised.
You think?
Except for Alina.
You think? That's okay. I thrive on vigilance.
It's almost like Alina wanted to help everybody out and go for the initiative that really helps. It's all about the
Face.
vigilance.
And Janong's face in the tablet, like, huh?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Who started their lightsaber? Why?
Yeah. It's like, wait, what's that noise in the song? It sounds like a lightsaber. Oh, shit.
And then all of a sudden, shit happens.
An Imperial commander, nonetheless. Wow.
Oh, look, they packed a Jedi.
So, bad things are about to happen.
That's 2 of them.
That sucks for them. They basically get to go back to back if they're alive. So who's going first? Is all of a sudden our Imperial agent there sprouts a lightsaber for a belly button?
I'll snap up and shoot this guy.
Oh, that's gonna suck. Okay, so he's at medium range. Let me
Which
put
guy?
the-
My thing was in the way.
The
Ah,
guy in the
okay.
distance there, the
Okay.
Overwatcher. Take out the Overwatcher before the Overwatcher takes out somebody else. So
Okay.
we will do true aim,
Ooh, because true aim is nice.
and then just 1 rank. And before making a non-thrown attack, as a maneuver, increase the weapon's range. Nope, don't need to do that.
Hey, that's a great way of turning a grenade into a medium range weapon.
Oh yeah. Let's see. So I think it's just going to be true aim.
Okay, I've got the true aim in there for you.
Blank. And then I think we'll go ahead and do that. Because why not?
Ooh, damn. Okay.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, I got you. It puts a couple more points in play. I appreciate that. So go ahead and make
Sure.
your roll.
All right. Here we go. Anticlimactic. Good as a hit. So 9, 10, 11. And I will take a strain back.
As your shot goes right through his chest and his padded armor, and he falls down dead.
See?
Rah.
Not very good Overwatch.
He apparently watched the lightsaber come through the guy and was too busy looking at the lightsaber coming out of his chest to, like, all of a sudden the gank just lifts his gun up and goes, pew! And the guy just drops dead. So who's going next?
Well, go ahead, Janong.
That was Alina, I think.
Yeah, Lena
No.
wants to do something.
I was going to say, I could finish them off.
What a bunch of chumps. They're not very good.
Well,
Boy, they're
the
found
one that was good got the lightsaber through the
From-
belly button.
In the least Jediist way ever.
Oh,
True.
You can take a Sith nowhere. There's still going to be a Sith.
You can take a Sith out of the temple, but he's still going to act like a Sith.
So, shall I just finish them off?
Go for it. Whatever you know.
I've got your difficulty there if you want it.
Whatever floats your boat, man. And,
Okay,
that probably will do it.
so go ahead and take a point of strain as you sense that your master would not approve of the move you just took. As you just, how does it look when you lightsaber him to death?
From behind.
From behind, no longer in hiding behind the bush, because, clearly, you've been exposed from the bush.
I had to stand up to stab him the first time. Very unceremonial. He's just an Imperial grunt.
As you just zong, and smoking body
So
hits the ground.
The first one was the lightsaber sticking through him, and then to finish him off, I just swiped right.
And not even a clean cut. It's more of a flap that you've made into the body.
Well,
like-
there's an image.
It's like when you see those cool package sealers, and they take a Ziploc bag full of water and they clip it and drag it across. And it's just now a sealed, cut open section. As your boss is losing his shit after you just murdered the first paying customer he thought he had.
Oh, look, we've got swoop bikes now. No, there's still one guy
Yeah.
left.
Okay, so who's going next?
Yes. So.
Can I just? I want to just yell at the dude and tell him to just drop his weapon. Just stop.
Okay.
Just give up.
Janong's all brave now. Yeah, motherfucker, drop your weapons.
I'm like, I still got my data pad in my hand. I'm like, you just want to surrender, bro?
Okay, I've got your difficulty set.
As he just casually looks up from it, like, yeah, you probably want to drop those.
As he's
I
web
recommend-
surfing, and he's just like, you may want to put that
What
back.
did be?
While you're putting the blaster back in the box, add yours to it.
Yeah.
So are you coercing or
I
charming
guess
about
if that's coercion, it's not gonna work. But yeah, go
it?
ahead.
Or negotiate?
You can.
Is Bosnian still up?
Negotiate's the same. It's still just 2 green.
But you can say you made your effort, just not
As
quite
you just
enough.
kind of make that
Almost.
non-committal shrug because you're busy web surfing, you're just like, I would totally surrender right now. And it's just totally like a scene from Clerks where it's just in the background you're talking snarky and nobody's really paying attention to you because there's gunplay and there's lightsabers at play, and the guy with the data pad is just totally wallpaper in the scene.
Yeah. So for my maneuver, can I activate Ed 209 to come out?
You can totally tell your battle droid to come on out.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Now?
I mean, he might surrender. If he lives that long, he might surrender once he sees Ed 209.
Because he hasn't seen
Okay.
enough.
So the question is, which one of you guys within short range talked the most shit to him?
I've
Do you
already
wanna shoot
done
at
my
somebody?
talking.
Yeah, he's totally gonna shoot somebody.
Oh, he can shoot me. I don't care.
I think he's gonna go after Uma though,
Yeah, I've done my talking.
and it was so nice of you guys to supply loaded blaster rifles.
Yeah, no problem.
That's good customer service. I'm just telling you.
Right?
And you know what? Since he's standing there holding it, he's gonna aim.
It's fine. It's a little blaster. Maybe 9 damage.
Ah,
I like
Maybe
how he puts
9
it. Maybe 9 damage. Let's make sure I got the minion group number right there.
oh.
Holy
It's fine.
crap! A
Fine.
success. As he shoots Uma and actually hits her for 9 points.
Okay, so I have 1 soak. So
One
So he's
what?
hitting you for 8 points. All she has is her smuggler's coat.
okay, so I have
Actually,
3.
Uma, you should have more soap than that.
It's,
Oh no, that's right. Your smuggler's coat doesn't give you soak.
Yeah.
That's right. So it's
You're
just your
only
natural
one
brawn of
brawn?
1.
Oh my god.
exactly. So
We
that
should
would be
implant
8,
armor in
right?
you.
And this guy looks scared, by the way, in case you hadn't noticed.
Well, yeah, because he just fucked up. I mean, he might have lived if he hadn't for a minute if he hadn't shot her, but
So Uma, what are you going to do as this guy shoots the least hostile person out here, just that you were closest to him?
See, and I was just going to tell him to put his gun down. But now I'm afraid I'm going to have to shoot him, hopefully in the head. Um,
You can do cold shots. Just increases the difficulty.
Woman scorn.
okay. Yeah, I mean, basically, ideally, if I could do this cinematically, I would just raise my blaster pistol and like plug him right in the forehead. So, how much would that raise it?
I mean, are you aiming?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And you're going for a specific spot, which adds 2 black, because you're basically just, but cinematically, it won't really, it's not really worth adding the 2 black if you're just shooting him in the head to kill him.
Fine, I'm just gonna shoot him.
I flipped the lights for
And
you.
Alina flipped the light side for you because she wants to see you kill.
No, I want to see Uma kill him.
So
Right.
I've got your difficulty in there of 1 purple dice.
Okay.
And a
let's
blue for
see.
aiming. And an upgrade for the light side.
She's like, "Did you really just shoot me, motherfucker?"
Motherfucker. I totally would have let you live.
The worst part
All
is that was
right.
a blaster rifle she put out there on display to look all nice.
All right, come on, may the force be with me.
Oh
Are
my
you
God.
fucking kidding me? The force was not fucking with me.
Well, you shoot at him and miss, probably because you just got shot in the chest. I mean, that is pretty physically traumatic.
Oh,
But you could have critted 3.5 times.
But you have 7 advantages. I mean, aside from Janong, I've never seen anyone roll that many advantages. So what would you like to do with that? Remember, 3 advantages could disarm him.
Ed 209 instantly shows up and gets his turn.
You could use 3 of those to give a friendly target a free maneuver.
around.
It's like I am going to give Alina, who's going next, specifically blue. I'm going to give Janong a blue. And
That still leaves you 3.
I'm going to take back. I'm going to go back to at least a full strain, because that would have cost me a strain. So I'm going to
No,
go
it
back up to for aiming.
Because you didn't move.
Didn't move. Didn't
Oh.
You only took 1
moving
maneuver.
and
Okay, well, I'm still going to go back up to full strain at least.
Okay.
And I'm going to give him a black.
Okay. I totally saw that
And I'm
going
gonna
in a
tell
different
him-
direction.
Huh?
I totally expected to see that in a different direction.
And I'm going to tell him, biggest mistake and the last you'll ever make.
Dun, 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 dun. And that's where the black is. He just realized, I done fucked up. I just done fucked up. So who's going first? And it could always be Uma again.
I think it's your call, Uma.
As there's a long
Tell
pause.
us who wants to jump.
Yeah, and flip a coin, because
Flip a coin.
I want
Do
to.
you want to champion you? God, can't speak.
So
All
basically, you're going to do the same thing all over again. 1 purple, aiming for a blue, and someone's going to chip in a light side point there.
Yep. Somebody click the freaking. Gonna shoot the motherfucker. All right. Are we ready?
Is someone going to hit light side?
Okay, hold on. Let me go back up to the top. Oh, I gotta go to the.
I mean, I've only got 1 dark side point. I got to try to get as many as I can. Okay, so go ahead and take your shot.
Okay, hold on. Going back.
As the first shot merely scared him.
Yes!
Oh, shit.
Yes!
So what it is you pulled out your blaster so fast and shot that you hit the ground in front of him, Doc Holliday style, and realizing that you missed after giving him the stink eye, you just rebounded up a little higher and squeezed again right dead center in his head. So the 10 points, by the way, is enough to end him, by the way.
Put one between the eyes.
As he kind of falls over, the blaster rifle clinks to the ground.
Spit.
So you have 2 advantage and
Drop
three
their
Of course,
three
I'm
merchandise,
advantage.
spitting blood.
As you reach down to where your pancreas should be.
Give yourself some blues because you're going to need to do some fast talking to what's his face here soon.
Yeah.
For a
I don't
triumph, I will make your gunslinginess completely shut down your boss from having any gruff about you taking your clients and killing them.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have those killer's eyes that you just look at them like,
Yeah,
what?
and then look at Course. It's like, say something. I dare you. Say something.
Okay, so for a
And
triumph,
then I'm going to turn to Alina, and I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to assume you had a reason for this. I trust you.
As your boss takes one step back from the corpse and just barfs on the ground.
Nice.
He's never smelled a lightsaber kill someone before.
Captain, without a shadow of doubt, these were the sleeper cell that we learned about earlier here on the planet. They were trying to sow civil unrest within the government, and they were going to use these weapons to start a war.
Okay. See, I knew you had a reason.
And pretty much just
Everyone else okay?
as she kind of holds her
Looking
side.
specifically at Chorus.
As Chorus goes to his data pad and unchecks the sale button.
Hope you had more than one client lined up.
And I'm going to tell him, looks like you can add 3 swoop bikes to your inventory.
And you say that, and he kind of looks back at the bikes and looks back at you and gives you this smirk and gives you the eye twitch that you realize that you just made everything up to him instantly in one phrase.
And I'm going to turn around to the rest. It's like, I'm like going to sit down on one of the crates here, and it's like, if you all could take care of those, I'm going to just sit right here for a while.
And she's leaning down, holding her side like, ugh.
And then I pass out. No.
She's totally pulling a John Wayne of, this is not my hip. It's okay.
We fast forward to the next group. Jim has Alina roll a perception roll. You are beyond a shadow of a doubt. These are the splinter cell you're looking for.
So I will check out the bikes for any paraphernalia or anything related to.
On one of the bikes, you actually know that they have installed a communications jammer.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone wants to take that.
Janelle?
Hey,
Yes, please.
Come have a lookie. Come have a lookie.
So on my way over there, I'll hit her with some medicine real quick.
You're just like, let me wrap that up for you.
Yeah.
You totally need a little basic first aid.
Yeah. Ready?
How far are you on your hit points? Are you below half?
I'm at 3. Didn't it show?
Yeah, it's showing. You're like, yeah.
I'm at 3. I have 3
Out
left.
of
11. Because I lost 8.
Give me just a sec. So that means you are at 2 purple, I believe. Medicine.
Oh, and
medicine.
he gets. Remember, I said Janan gets a blue,
He does get a blue. That's right. That is right.
and Alina gets a blue.
Because your
for their
murder
next-
skills inspired them. Okay, so Janong, do your medicine with the blue that she inspired.
She's like Oprah.
She's like, I'm
Everybody
inspiring
gets a blue. You get a blue. You get a blue. Everybody gets a blue.
As Janong's got all the good medicine shit.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
So
And,
does that give me back?
And how many wounds is that there?
I had taken 8 wounds.
I'm
9. There's 9 there.
I'm waiting for Janong to add it up, plus any heat talents he's got that gives him
I
a
was going to
bonus
say, what's skill do?
for your medicine.
The target heals an additional 1
Wound.
per rank of surgeon.
Uh-huh.
So
So if you
I've
succeed,
got-
it's 1, and then plus 1 for every additional one. Do you have anything that does improved?
not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so for every success
Sorry.
is a wound, and for every advantage is a strain.
Jeez.
Okay, so then I'm back up to full health.
In one medicine check, he basically goes up, pulls out the burnt tissue, and immediately she heals almost completely back up. Or no, she does completely heal back up.
Mm-hmm.
Because his lizard medicine is that good.
Thank you, Janong.
It's my own special sauce.
I don't want to know.
It's really some stuff
I trust you. I don't want to know.
It's really some special herbs he was chewing earlier, and he's just put like some tobacco spit in there, and your boss is busy checking out his new acquisition of swoop bikes.
Sorry to spring that on you guys. Once I figured out that he was the Imperial Splinter Cell, there was no way for me to just casually tell you.
And no, we got your back.
Yeah, they're not going to be telling anybody anything, so we're all good.
And Janong, can you run a check on it to make sure that there's no anything that would, lead back to the Imperials on those bikes?
Oh, yeah. You want me to scrub them back to factory setting? Yeah, I can do that. I don't know if they have like a registry like that, but yeah.
And that comm scrambler you picked up is going to be nice.
Yeah.
So you do have a comm scrambler. It's really nice, just off the factory floor. A Imperial channeled short range comm. So basically, if anyone's on the Imperial channels, which by the way, Janag immediately knows this because he knows what channels that they have, because well, he did give that info away. As well as you have a tracker. It's the type of trackers that like bounty hunters and things use, where they take the little chip and stick it on it, and then they can track that chip later on. You have that tracker, and it currently has 3 blips currently activated.
Oh.
Don't know what it's tracking, but it's currently tracking 3 separate chips.
But not right here.
But not right here. Nope.
Okay.
That's the 4th chip, and it's deactive now.
The 4th chip is the one that's in his other pocket, cut in half by a lightsaber. That chip does not compute. So, of course,
Can
your
I
boss...
triangulate where they're blipping from?
You can try.
Yeah, get a general idea on the planet where.
Would you like to give me a astrogation to find out?
Sure. I'll give it a try.
And I'll give you a blue because the nice little... Oh, and apparently somebody's going for that light side point to bring balance to the force. So go ahead when ready.
Well, all right.
Conveniently, there's enough for you to have 1 extra advantage if you want to have all 3 locations.
Yes, please.
So the first one, you whip out your data pad and you're scrolling on the map because, of course, you have access to all the communications network on this planet. And you're like, hey, the first tracker seems to be planted somewhere at the smuggler base.
At the black marketplace, you mean?
At the black market, yep.
Imagine that.
And then you whip out your little data pad and you swipe right and swipe left to Google Earth the map around, and you're realizing the other one is at the capital city. You don't know
Google
exactly
Naboo.
where it is, but it is in the capital city. You'd have to be like in the city to actually tell where it is. But it's definitely in the something in the capital city is targeted. And then you're swiping and you're swiping and you're swiping, and there's a small island out of the beaten path that the third tracker is on.
Oh, these dirty dogs, they were going to kill someone prominent at the smuggler camp, kill someone in the capital, and kill someone with the Gungans to try to incite the war.
Yep.
Or they're not kill targets so much as Imperial spies. You know, the ones that are set up in the camps.
That could be too.
Or the capital city. And who knows? For all we know, that island is where the Sith location is. I mean, that's where they have their base of operations.
Possible.
And the best part is it just has your paranoia going full tilt.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be all these things and more.
Exactly.
You could.
But now,
could,
are we? Oh, I know Janong is aware that the rebels are on their way. But are we aware?
I don't think Janong said he was bragging about it to anybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just did it.
And your boss is
really.
like, "Can you guys take those bodies and throw them off the cliff over there? Don't want you wasting time digging holes."
Like, do they have like credits on them and stuff?
Yeah.
Do you check?
Yes.
Might as well before we throw them over.
I don't know. But Imperial money.
But you could, you know, since
we're going to take this money
stuff
and put it to good use, unlike the American.
Hey, he said he doesn't want it. The next time he needs an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Yeah. Of course, Janong sending the message knowing he sent it, you know, this could be an addendum to its original message, these locations and info.
Yeah.
Okay, so they each have 3 credit sticks, which I'm sure Janong will gladly put in his data pad to find out how much is on each one.
Yeah.
So the first one is 600, the next one is 800, and the third one on the boss is 1200.
Nice.
So they each had these three with the same totals?
No, they each had 1.
Okay.
And those are the 3 totals. Don't get greedy on me.
Well, no, the way you said that, that's why I was confused. I was like, what?
And these are in Imperial credits, by the way. Which, as Janong will gladly tell you, is totally traceable by the Empire because they're douchebags, just like the Republic.
Yep.
Our son Daniel, if there's one math problem he can't get, he'll spend half the night on it.
See? Daniel knows Imperial credits are the worst math problem
where this
ever.
video is, but now it's like pulled up this article, never before seen video footage of George Floyd swallowing pills during the 2019 drug arrest.
Oh, God.
And his defense attorney, or his defense showed that. Why? How does that help the case? Anyway.
Obviously, he's not a druggie. He swallowed these just to help his friends.
You're right. Whatever. Anyway.
The fact that he didn't die shows he's obviously a first-time user.
Yeah, that's it.
So do you guys chuck these guys off the cliff?
So that's all they have is the money of any real interest? No other...
Well, they each had a Imperial heavy blaster.
I was thinking with their weapons, we just toss them in the weapons crate and then be like,
yeah,
here you go. Because, I mean...
No, that'd be a bad idea, because if any other Imperials do come along, they're going to right away recognize them.
Yeah, but of course it's smart enough not to sell to, just anyone on the...
Better idea, though.
What?
The first time around.
True.
I mean, Gungans could probably use them really well.
Yeah.
The Imperials are supplying the Gungans.
And one does have a really nice long-range blaster rifle kind of wrapped up under his bike. That is really nice.
Damn.
If somebody wants the Blastech E11S sniper rifle.
I am a pretty damn good sniper.
Hey, you can always have it with just,
You are.
you know.
Since
I
when
mean,
did you
it's
take sniper skills?
damage 3, crits on 3, extreme range.
Hey, if you want to fire from afar, like if we're, I mean,
I think the big thing
heavy
is
range is not
cumbersome
my.
3
Yeah.
and slow fire 1.
I mean, it's good
that's
something.
not my.
I mean,
It's
Jared,
that-
yours first if you can use it. But I've got the really good stealth and I've got decent range skills, so
Obviously, our young Jedi has murdered someone from concealment now. He's gotten a taste
Right?
for it.
Yeah, I mean, I got the Brawn 3 for encumbrance. I mean, I have marksman, sniper, or true aim and stuff like that. So, I mean, it wouldn't be one I would use for normal everyday carry, but it's definitely good to have and take and put on the ship to have, depending on what we're doing for a mission, because it's also slow fire.
Mm-hmm.
So you're shooting every other
It
round.
will be coming with us.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there anything special you guys are doing for the next day and a half, the next 20 hours?
Trying not to kill every customer that shows up.
Okay. So you do have another pair of customers that do show up. Anything special you're doing when they come up to you guys?
For me, same drill. Perched on my rock.
These seem to be a couple, so some good old boys, they're just out to find some guns so they can go shoot a Gungan. That's why they call them Gungans, right? Because you need guns. Yuck, 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 yuck. Nice little microtransaction happens of buying, a pair of rifles for these guys, and these guys head off their way, and as they do the whole, good thing you guys set up a camp over here, because some crazy shit happened back at camp.
Please elaborate.
And the one guy does that look at you like, I'm thirsty. Maybe if you got something to drink, I could tell you what happened.
I don't know if we have any. I don't have any.
of course we do. We had some alcohol on the ship.
You had some Corellian whiskey, I believe.
Yeah, no.
Oh, shit.
You're not.
I'm sure what's his face has some alcohol smuggled away somewhere.
Yeah.
We can give him like a half a bottle.
No.
A little bit.
No.
I mean,
I'm
you
not
can sell it
handing out
for
a whole crate like somebody did.
No. These
Crate.
people are just have some gossip.
And they're like, okay.
I am not wasting Corellian brandy on them.
I mean, they might buy it for a good price.
Especially when Uma says, nope, I'm not going to waste Corellian brandy on them. They're just like, okay, we'll head back to our claim. Got to go check our fishing nets to see if we caught anything.
Yeah.
And they basically head off the direction they kind of came from. And you can see they're definitely playing with their rifles in ways that will get someone hurt.
So they're going to shoot themselves. Awesome.
So, a few hours later, you guys get some sack time. Your boss, as you bring the crates back in the cave, leaves a little note hanging on the outside of the tree. The shop will open up at 900 hours. And then before morning really comes, you guys get this ping on the comms. Janong already knows, thanks to his, hacking the system, that it's the relief ship coming.
Yeah.
Did he pick up any chatter of what might have happened at the black market camp? Because I'm sorry, I'm not paying brandy for that.
Does he check?
Sure, I'll check.
So when you check the local Republic security net line, you find out that there was 6 raids that happened across the planet where Republic security forces dropped in along with the assistance of some local star marshals, where they closed down a black market camp. There was a suspected Imperial shot down and killed, and a few black marketeers. There's a couple other places where there's obviously some militia that was suspected of having strong Imperial ties, as some of the quick shots that you're seeing is like, that's Imperial armor, that's Imperial guns. Yeah, those are totally Imperials pretending to be settlers. And 3 ships were stopped in orbit from landing, found to contain Imperial personnel.
Look at that. Such good guys we are.
Yeah, I mean, look at us. Go team, go.
And of course,
no idea what prompted that. Wow.
Wow, they're doing a crackdown.
Republic forces are like, I'm not sure what ISB agent let that information get dropped into our network, but they whoever they are, they deserve a promotion because they're big damn heroes. And
just sit there and go, wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, they just did all this, guys. Look at that. Wow.
I'm glad we weren't in the camp at the time.
Right, right.
How amazing. And we did our little part. We killed 3 of them.
And you guys
be special.
You guys come on out. You bring the crates out that he asked you to bring out as he shuffled around some of the guns. You guys had the swoop bikes kind of parked in a nice safe spot with Janong popping the distributor cap so they couldn't be stolen in the night. And then the nice YT-1300 that's coming to back you guys up. This beat up piece of shit transport lands out here by you guys, basically parks over here. And a group of Black Sun guys, obviously they've got the tattoo on the wrist. You clearly see that these are, Black Sun style triad guys, where they're giving you guys the look-see, like, thinking you guys are a bunch of amateurs, but they don't know better. But they are giving you the utmost amount of respect as they come out and greet you guys.
Nice.
Okay.
Mainly because their boss is your boss and was told not to piss you guys off or you'll end up dead.
All right, so then we start packing up our stuff, including, Ed 209, much to Chorus's dismay, I'm sure.
Again, Chorus will make you another offer for that droid if you want to sell it.
Oh, no.
Mainly because he figures he could set himself up as a warlord if he had that walking around outside.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to
that's
basically
my goal.
Tell Chorus, he's like, be careful. Look before you leap. And just...
don't do drugs.
Yeah. Don't get high off your own supply, dude. Don't get high.
That's why he kind of winks
at you. Makes for bad business deals.
He kind of winks at you and says, don't worry, I get off high off my brother's supply.
It's all in the family.
Yet you now have an in with Gungans. You can double grip. Of course, I do not say that, but...
Yeah. And of course, he thanks you guys profusely. One of his, lieutenants that came off the ship had a briefcase for you guys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hard currency, which is nice to have.
Yeah, okay, so with
see if they'd be willing to wash the Imperial money for us.
They will gladly offer that service because that is one thing the Black Sun does do for a rate of 60% back for your return. So if you give them 100, they'll give you 60 credits back.
That's not bad.
That's not bad for money laundering.
Okay.
That's the family discount.
Oh.
Okay, so in the briefcase has our 43,072.
Yes, it has
credits.
Your good payout plus the extra payout.
Yeah, that's the 43,000.
So when we do have them wash the Imperial cash?
Yep. Sounds like that's the plan, unless do you want to keep some Imperial credits?
I don't think. Nah, because it's have them wash it for us.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's traceable. There's nothing good that can come from keeping it.
Exactly.
So that reduces those credits down to 1,560 credits for you of
Yes, that is correct.
clean black market cash.
That's fine. That's still cash we didn't have.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah. And then
That's
we don't have to worry about sharing it with Alina because she's like, I don't want no blood money.
It's true. It's true. That portion that got lost to the laundering it, you guys can totally have that.
Now, Zarek, do me a favor because you're the
Mhm.
strong silent type, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do me a favor. Give me a perception check.
I keep asking for my best skill, man.
I know. It's almost like you're the perfect one to ask.
Let me know when you're ready.
Go for it.
All right. Oh,
Oh, damn, I was a second too late on that. So go ahead and give me that one back, Tim.
We don't need to worry about it because it is wrapping up time. But conveniently, when Zarek is sitting there on lookout as, boxes are being exchanged, briefcases full of cash, pats in the back and hugs are being exchanged, just off camera, as, everybody's busy loading up your ship to take off, and, you're getting well wished from everybody. The guys are giving mad respect to you guys for keeping this guy alive because he has a history of going through crews to try to keep him alive. And, Uma, one of the guys actually drops on you that the boss must really trust you for personally hiring you to protect his brother.
Boom.
Really?
He must really like you. And meanwhile, as Zarek's watching Uma talk to
I'm
this
gonna
guy,
say, Shady and I go back a ways.
as Zarek's being protective of Uma, that's probably why he was so lousy on his perception check.
yeah.
As off camera, we're seeing your boss here whispering to one of the other guys, and he's like, you don't hear what he's saying, but you totally see him pantomiming swinging a lightsaber.
Oh shit.
As his body expression is totally saying, no shit, you should have been there. And he's pointing at the bush and pantomiming swinging a lightsaber to the guy.
Do any of us see it?
Nope.
Say it's amazing what you can get, on black markets.
And pretty much, your boss is down there waving goodbye to you guys as you're starting up the ship. Now, what are you planning on doing as you're ready to take off? Have mission complete? You've been paid off?
Yeah.
Check the ship for explosives.
Yeah, well, do our standard
Who would have
sweeps
time to
and-
fuck with the ship?
No,
Especially when the droid was in there. Yeah, I know, but
yeah,
I mean, the droid would have murdered everybody inside there.
You come up and the place stinks of ozone and craters in the walls.
Right?
And then a tiny fly lands on your shoulder. You just hear the Ed 209 warm up.
you have 20 seconds to drop the weapon.
You have 15 seconds to comply.
And I tell our boss, hey, just drop a line when you get off the planet so we know you're okay. Because we care.
Yeah.
Oh, and he gives you the buddy Jesus fingers. Because he's like, these guys, I am going to sing their praise.
And thank your brother for me. Say hi to Chaden for me.
And he's like, you got it. As he gives you the moony eyes. It's like, I'm totally jealous. I didn't get this as cozy as my brother did.
And you never will.
Dun, dun, dun.
So as you guys, as in closing, we see the ship coming up, the engines roaring to life as you blast out the waterfall over it. What is your guys' plan?
Well,
Captain.
let's see here. This job pretty much almost doubled our income.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And hey, you don't owe anybody anything.
yeah,
Isn't that
no, I don't. I'm
You're not losing a cut.
so if we need to go somewhere to do specific upgrades, now is the time.
Yeah, that's how it always starts. That's how it always starts.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna fly here. We're gonna upgrade this. Oh, what?
We could fly somewhere. Do some
Shopping
upgrade.
montage. Well,
Yeah.
we're not going to go crazy, mind you. I like having, savings.
But-
But I meant like Zarek, if you needed something, Janong, if you needed something, we have the ship. We have the medical droid.
My thought,
so
yeah, if we need to go upgrade something or what, but maybe buy some weapons, and when our buddy leaves the planet, we come by and drop a few off at the Gungans, and
Oh, viva la
Well, see-
revolution!
I mean, they are being
I'm not sure I really want to
aggressive
come
and all.
back to Naboo, although even though I'm a goddess there.
Right?
Well, leave the Gungans.
Smamawata.
Them poor
For
Gungans are being
generations.
oppressed by these backwoods hillbillies and stuff.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
unless we want to head to the capital city and see if we can pick up a cargo.
I mean, to
Since
get
we're
us
here.
somewhere, but I figured we let Numbnuts, if we decide to do something like that, let Numbnuts off before, so he's not involved and doesn't get killed by Gungans. And
Well, he's got the Black
Yeah,
Sun
he's got
guys
his
that
own
showed
group.
up,
He's not
so
with us.
He's got
We're
his
done.
own ride there.
we're done.
We're kicking back on our ship like
right.
cracking a cold.
No, I get that, but that's why I was told him to drop a line when he left the planet. So then that way
Yeah.
we know he's off. And if we decided to just happen to drop by accident a bunch of weapons to the Gungans, I mean.
That way you've got no affiliation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, but I am going to tell him, don't be using my name in vain with them.
He's like, yeah, she's my best friend.
She's my best friend.
I brought her to your world.
But I figure, since we're on the planet, go to the capital and maybe find a cargo.
As we'll make some money leaving.
Okay, so you're gonna head to the capital city, and are you looking for illicit gain cargo or legal cargo?
Or
Either way, we're perfectly legitimate.
Or maybe some Republic cargo. Build up some, rapport there too.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
do that. I mean, I'm open to.
It's just a thought.
No, I like that thought. That's a good thought.
We already helped them. Well, somebody already helped them. Well, we helped them. We killed 3 people.
Yeah, you killed 3 Imperial agents in a discreet way that you took no credit whatsoever.
Right.
Okay, so we'll say that is a good place to wrap it up there.
How many XP?
So because
Would
you
like
guys
right
are
to it.
big damn heroes, you completed your mission excellently and did some cool bonus stuff. It's 20 experience.
Saved the world, man.
This way I can add it to my thing before I.
Yep.
How much is a third career?
A third career should be 30. Is it inside or outside of your tree?
Possibly outside.
So if it's outside, I believe it'll be 40 then.
Yeah.
So the
So
plus
they'll drop me
10
down
for
to
being out of the
0?
career.
Oh my God.
But he's putting
Well,
his
I might
big
take
lizard
doctor.
brain to work.
I might take doctor. That way I get more bonuses on.
More bang for your doctor buck.
Yeah. I can start canceling crits and stuff with
Start
doctor, I
taking
think.
those crits away.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. So this is a good time to call it a night.
All right. Good night. Thank you very much.
Good night,
Good
guys.
job,
guys.
everybody.
You
Don't do
kept
nothing
them
I wouldn't
alive,
do.
and you
Two
did
months,
good
50
things.
points.
And I lived.
Yeah.
Later, guys.
All right.